What do you have in there?
Gears, metal filings, dust.
You know what I mean. What is it?
I will show you this, but you must promise to stay focused on our missions.
Is it something about Quark?
Cities are full of smog, swamps are full of muck, and tar pits are full of tar. But here at Joe I Resort, the sun shines 24 hours a day. Visitors get a free O2 mask to explore our warm waters. The benign marine life will welcome you to the big blue world under the sea. You can also use our complimentary flippers to partake in speed swimming. So come to Joe I Resort and leave your world and your troubles behind.
July Resort, Pokitaru.
I knew it.
Oh, come on. Switch off your nerd circuits and have some fun. Look, we'll go just long enough to pick up the O2 mask.
Perhaps the extra oxygen will help your brain to function properly.
Yeah, and maybe the salt water will rust your mouth shut.
Hey, you two are the first friendly faces I've seen in weeks. You are friendly, aren't you?
To you, yes. To him, no.
Well, friend, have I got a deal for you? Since the Blarg began dumping their toxic sludge into our ocean, the wildlife has,
Become ravenous mutants?
yeah, you could say that. All my customers either left or became lunch. So I'm closing the place down. However, I just so happen to have one, count 'em one, O2 mask left.
How much?
It's not for sale.
But you said...
I said I had a deal, and indeed I do. You boys get rid of those Blarg ships, and it's yours. Just escort me to the other end of this resort, and you can use our jet fighter.
Jet fighter, eh? All right. But you better not try to stiff us.
Ratchet and Clank walkthrough. Now, this world kind of betrayed me. In Super Mario Sunshine, I loved the whole tropical business that exists, and it really makes me want to actually go to a tropical place one day, because the most tropical place I've been is so far is Florida, and I just spent a bunch of days in amusement parks there, so that doesn't really count. But anyway, I saw this world and was like, oh good, I'm gonna like this world. It's all tropical. I like tropical stuff. I mean, it's like vacation and everything. Nope, this world ruined everything tropical for me for the rest of my life, and it's really only this part. You have to escort this guy to his ship, which is to some room that is way on the other end of the map, and there's these little stupid fish here that hop around, and they hop higher than your Ratchet, so if you try to hit them and they hop at the same time, they're going to jump on you, and they're going to hit you. They also take more than one hit to die. I think they take 2 or 3 hits to die. So the easiest way currently at this first place is to take them out with a blaster, just one by one, and then there's this big Squidward looking guy that'll shoot a fireball at you. You can just kind of push him into the ocean there. Now, that's not the hard part. This is the hard part, and I said in an earlier video that some level with all those little bombs is the hardest level in the game, and this one is the second hardest because of these stupid fish. Now, if you remember that helmet that we got a while ago that allows you to call up guys from those antennas, because look, these fish, they jump up and they become spiky and they attack you, and it's just so annoying. Okay, if you can make it to this island without dying, put on that helmet, and then you'll want to summon that guy from that antenna. And the helmet is whatever that radar wand from giving that guy's agent the thing for winning the hoverboard race. Anyway, so once you pick up this guy, this part becomes way way easier, but sometimes it can be pretty challenging. It can be pretty challenging just trying to make it that far. So then he'll go up and down on that ship, and then you can jump back on it and go up and down. And it's kind of best try not to waste all of this guy's ammo, or not ammo, but his time, because you only get this guy for a certain amount of time. But use him as much as you can. Come up here, get rid of as many of these fish as possible. Pick up that health if you need it. And then we'll be getting pretty much past the hard part. And once you're past this, then that's pretty much it. So in a second here, my guy's gonna go away. It's gonna make me very, very sad. And then I think I Glove of Doom it in here, or maybe I just blaster them. And at the checkpoint, very happily is going to be soon. A lot of this game is kind of brutal with a few of the checkpoints. I mean, it feels like you should get one when you don't, but luckily once you make it down this kind of pathway that we'll be heading toward, then a checkpoint will be there, and you won't have to deal with that hard, stupid fish boat part. And I don't know why that was just so hard for me. I'm sure there's other ways of getting past it just fine, but jeez. Maybe using the Glove of Doom to distract the other fish would have been good. I don't know. Anyway, coming on down here, there's a few more of these fish, and if these guys didn't die in 3 hits, if they died in like 1 hit, then they wouldn't be a problem, but I guess that also is kind of the point, isn't it? But anyway, just a few more boxes, and then kind of one more slightly annoying area before we are happily done with this part of this world. So, take out a few more of these guys. Now you see that other boat over there at the end of this path. That is where the checkpoint is, so as long as you make it there, and if you die afterwards, you'll just respawn in this area. And I actually did die on this next part a few times, but not nearly as many times, because I kind of learned how to deal with these fish. So, if you noticed when I was on the ship before, the fish, you can see them in the water before they jump onto your ship. So you can get an idea of which fish is going to jump onto your ship first, and at first you're able to knock them back into the water, but that's really only at first. I mean, later, when 15 fish are jumping onto your boats, you can't really do anything about them, and they just become a nuisance. You may think it's best to use the flamer here, and I would probably agree, but the fish like to attack you from the sides that your flamer isn't hitting. And that just became extremely annoying because the flamer, it's not nearly as good as it should be. Now, I was really hoping I'd have full health by the time I got to this point, but nope, still have 2 health. That is just great. Didn't matter, I died anyway, so there's a jump here, and then had full health, and as soon as you respawn, there are going to be fish still there, so to add insult to injury, you'll die to a fish, and then they're going to kill you as soon as you spawn. So just be sure to get on the ship immediately. Now, this one, the ship feels a little bit bigger. I don't actually know if it is, so it's slightly easier to deal with these guys, and if you can knock them in the direction of the water, they're really easy. I mean, they just die immediately, but sometimes you just get so many, or you just can't knock them into the water because of the stupid windshield, and then there's really nothing you can do about it. And in other times, you just get hit for no apparent reason. As soon as you hit them once, their spikes go away, and if they jump enough times, their spikes go away, but that's just hard to deal with sometimes. Now, you can jump into the water if you actually wanted to, but I don't really know if you can. I think the fish would still try to attack you, so anyway, just make your way over here. These platforms will fall back down, and I believe that the checkpoint may either be where I told you it was, or may be right here with that guy. But at this point, I don't die from this point on because it's just a lot of these fish, and I kind of just let them attack me and wait for them to jump down, and then take them out with my wrench. So it looks like 2 wrench hits is all it takes to kill these ones, and there's going to be even more up here. Now, this is kind of a situation where you could make use of the taunter, but I find it more efficient if you just use the Glove of Doom. And of course, using the blaster can never get old because that works just fine, and there's just so many fish in this place. Oh my goodness. I hate these fish. These are my least favorite enemy in this game. And they're not even cool. Like, normally I love pufferfish. Like, they're my favorite fish. I had pufferfish as pets for years and years, but oh, these kinds, they're not pufferfish. They're horrible, spiky, bouncy balls of death, and they make me mad. Anyway, once you clear that part, you can step on this button, and then a bridge will form, and it's kind of it reminds me of Super Monkey Ball, this kind of bridge, and There's actually a part later in the game that made me think. I thought this was Ratchet and Clank, not Super Monkey Ball, and I half expected that platform to be moving, so that was kind of interesting. But yet again, more fish, and yet again, more overpowered Doom of Glove usage, or Glove of Doom usage, the Doom Glove, whatever the heck it's called. And most of these guys not really too difficult. By this point, you kind of know how to deal with them, and that ending, or that kind of button you see over there, is going to be the end of the video pretty soon here. And now I'm getting really worried because I only have 1 health left. And I'm like, oh great, okay. Deal with this guy. Deal with that guy. Okay, okay. Hit him again. Okay, we're good. And I see the health over there, but there's fish in the way, and the fish can jump out of that pit, so I'm not really wanting to deal with him. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay back. I'm going to shoot what I can. I got that guy. That was kind of lucky. Then I'm like, haha, you can't jump out. Oh no, yes they can. Yes, they can. I'm like, run away, run away. Oh man, I hated this level. And took him out. Aimer doesn't want to work. Had to whack him with my wrench. And then there's just 1 final fish left. Thank goodness. And as soon as you take that guy out, that'll be it for this video.
We're here. Now where's that fighter?
Right there in that locked garage. One tourist crashes a jet and wham! Lawsuit.
That lock is unlike any I have seen.
Very astute observation, Mr. Shiny. I can't open it either. I don't trust the tourist. And the board of directors don't trust me. So we have a little problem.
We have a little problem. I just want the O2 mask. So if you can't open up the lock, that's your problem. Now cough up the mask.
Well, I can see that you really wanted to fly our jet. So I'll tell you what. Go talk to Bob at his Robo Shack. He knows about these locks.